Jenkins and IIB for deployment automation. So you can build and deploy your applications using Jenkins and MQSI commands. Where are you
Okay.
facing difficulty?
Actually, from till now we are building the bar files using manually only. This we are clicking right click and build and save bar. We are doing it as of now.
Okay. So to automate
Execute
this, the commands that
saying
you have to use are there is MQSI command to first create a workspace and then build your bar, package bar, where you provide the dependent project files. Then with the -w command. After that, you have to use MQSI deploy command with the TCP link or the host name and port number of your remote dev server. After that, you provide your execution group name and then you can deploy into that. So MQSI deploy and the other one MQSI command, you use them in combination, you will have your uh, manual deployment converted into a scripted deployment.
okay. Basically, we
After
are saying which we are doing in toolkit, we should do out of IDE by using MQSA commands, right?
correct. After you do this MQSI command script, then you can automate this with Jenkins. These scripts you will put them into a Groovy pipeline job in Jenkins, and that pipeline job will execute the scripts for you. An example is available in my YouTube channel, and I've shown you how to create and deploy Hello World project.
Yeah, I have seen that Hello World project, but I haven't seen that Groovy scripting. How we can pull that bar file into Jenkins, which
We don't pull the bar file, we pull source code into Jenkins. So using git command, we take the source code and then we convert that source code into a bar file. Then I save a copy of the bar file for as an artifact. That's optional. And then I deploy.
okay. But what you are saying now is that we need to execute the bar file with MQSA commands. Once it is done, we need to get that into Jenkins using Groovy script, right? You are saying,
Yeah, kind of.
right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we need to learn. Sorry, I need to learn Groovy scripting. Then. How we can do it?
It's not that complicated. You can use a sample, and from the sample, you can just modify the parameters related to your project, related to your broker, and then try a test. You don't have to learn something new. You just have to attempt a few times and you will get it. It is simple text, and that simple text has around 30 lines of code. That 30 lines of code, you can, when you read it, it is simple to understand.
Okay. Once
Okay,
we can successfully, we can successfully build the bar file with commands. Then we need to do Groovy scripting, right?
correct. You will get some confidence on how the command works, and then you will use the same commands inside Groovy.
Okay. Can I get that any YouTube for that? How can use that commands to build a bar file, or do we
Go to
need to
my
search it?
YouTube video,
Okay.
and there I have given the Jenkins video. I have given a link to the Groovy script. So in the comments, somebody asked me, what's the Jenkins script that we have to use? Go to my GitHub repository and you will find a Jenkins folder. Inside the Jenkins folder, you will see the Hello World Groovy script.
Okay. So do we need to do any bat file or like that, because we have so many bar files, right? I just said one bar file. Suppose if we have 6 bar files, we need to execute those 6 bar files with MQSA commands. We need to keep
Yeah.
it in any bat file, or we can directly take
No,
that.
bat file is not required because inside Groovy, you can just provide the commands that you would usually write inside a bat. No need to
Okay.
create a bat file. Everything can be
Okay.
done inline.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one more thing, that can we use Jenkins in Data Power also?
What
Do you have any
you want
data?
to use Jenkins and automate your data
Yeah.
power deployment task, is it?
Yes, I am saying
Yeah, you
Data
can do
Power.
that. There is
Okay.
something called as a data power SOMA calls. Okay, SOMA.
Okay.
Okay. Using that calls, you can extract the artifact that you have created in your dev environment, apply some overrides, and push the same artifact into UAT environment. Like that, you can download from one environment to another environment, simulating a build and deploy. Okay. So in IIB, what did you do? In IIB, you have your code in a source repository, and then from that you create something and deploy that into dev, and then deploy into UAT, and then deploy into prod. In Data Power, since you don't have a source repository, you create and store artifacts in Data Power itself. You create in Data Power dev environment. From there, you will using Jenkins move those artifacts into UAT.
Okay. So basically, there is no source code for Data Power. So we need to create that in Data Power itself, right? You are saying?
Yes, there's a GitHub repository from IBM called
Yes. Yes.
Data Power Configuration Management, DCM.
Okay.
You can use
Okay.
that.
In Data Power, I can see that TCM configuration management. What
The
you're saying?
DCM is available in GitHub.
Okay.
Search for DCM, IBM DCM or Data
Okay.
Power Configuration Management, and you'll get it.
Okay. Once I'm able to see that, what should I do next?
Right?
Yes. Yes. Data Power automated deployments, right?
Correct. Look for the third one and fourth one. Read through that article and you will see how to do automated deployments.
Third one, fourth one. Happy. Okay. The first one is export import configurations. CAN script is there. Expect to
Yeah,
receive a response.
yeah. Read the entire article, and the GitHub link is given there from IBM. The GitHub link, you use that to read about
Yes.
Data Power Configuration Manager.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let me start my POC from tomorrow.